safe, secure and accessible services for customers. Elsewhere, Leeds City Council is asking for people from all across Leeds to put forward their views about a proposed Go Ape site at Temple Newson. The high wire adventure course was originally planned for Roundhay Park, but following objections from local residents, an alternative location has been sought. Menagerie Wood is the area which the council has put forward. Anyone wanting to submit views can do so by visiting leeds.gov.uk.
We said when we did the Roundhay consultation that it was true consultation. We want to hear what people's thoughts are about it, if there's support, if there are concerns, and if there are concerns that can be mitigated, then what are those? And that's the piece of work that we're doing now. We're certainly not wanting to force the facility onto community, but we think there is a general kind of willingness to have a facility like this in the city, but it's about trying to find the right home for it.
Well, next, a demonstration was held last night by students of Leeds Beckett University calling for the installation of lights through Beckett Park to make it a safe space for students to walk through at night. The demo was the latest in a long-running campaign by members of the SU, with over 3,000 people having previously signed a petition calling for the local authority to approve the project. Leeds City Council, though, in response, say that the safety of residents and students in the city is of the utmost importance to the council.
With the sun about to set over Beckett Park yesterday evening, protesters from Leeds Beckett Students' Union and representatives from across the student body gathered in Beckett Park to make their voices heard. The campaign to improve student safety across Beckett Park, a significant walking route between the uni's Headingley campus and the residential student areas of Headingley, is nothing new, with some members of the SU having devoted themselves to the cause for years now. But today's rally attempted to breathe fresh life into the campaign, as well as directly engage local residents to gain their support.
I started this petition 2 years ago, and this was because I was followed home myself, and my friend was also quite badly attacked and actually left university because of it. The thing is in the last 4 weeks, we know of 4 students that have actually been attacked in this park that have actually reported to the Students' Union. It's getting to the end of the tether where it's like, is somebody going to get raped or murdered? Is that what it's going to take to get lights in this park? This is a fundamental right to be safe, walking around campus, walking around your community. And this is a community issue. This is for students, for staff and for residents.
West Yorkshire Police were unable to offer official numbers on crime incidents in and around the park, but with some crime types historically underreported, in particular sexually motivated attacks on women, the campaigners argue that the issue is not as clear-cut as a crime statistic. The campaign is also about fighting for students' right to feel safe as they walk home, and so they do not feel forced to simply bypass the park entirely.
They just won't go out after dark, essentially imposing a curfew on themselves because of no or inadequate lighting. And I know that for many students heading towards, there's a particular dread heading towards the winter months because of the lack of lighting in this park.
While the majority of students gathered were already in agreement, dissenting voices were heard from the local residents invited by the campaigners. Perhaps the most important aim of last night's event, engaging local long-term residents in the campaign, will likely be pivotal in securing local authority approval.
I know there's environmental issues about lighting in parks, and we're keen to protect wildlife and, improve the habitat for wildlife in the park. And I think local residents who are long-term residents need to be consulted on this because it's the park for everyone. It's not just the park for the students, it's the park for everyone. And so everybody needs to be consulted and their views heard.
There are also some concerns that lighting will provide a false sense of security for students and make attacks more frequent. And it's these concerns from local residents, previously cited by Leeds City Council, as a reason why they have refused to greenlight the project. The campaigners say they have attempted to explore solutions to these issues, finding low-impact lighting to mitigate effects on wildlife. And as a mark of their determination, the group decided to take matters into their own hands to light up the park. Doing so on a more permanent basis, however, will require wider support. On the air, I'm Joe Robinson.
Thanks, Joe. Well, we did hear from Leeds City Council in response to this. Earlier this evening, in a statement, a spokesperson said the safety of residents and students in the city is of the utmost importance to the council, so we're always keen to hear people's views and suggestions. Within Beckett Park, there is an alternative but slightly longer route available, which is already well lit. Therefore, we would be unable to recommend installing additional lighting along the desired route unless a compelling case is made. That statement, which came through from the council earlier this evening in response to that demonstration that took place in Becketts Park last night, asking for greater lighting in the area. You're watching On the Air at 9, plenty more still to come in part 2, including all of this.